If you collect any data from your customers, like contact forms, email signups, Google Analytics, or Metapixel, you need a privacy policy. The easiest way to do this is with a privacy policy generator. So I'm going to show you how to do that using a free one with Usercentrics. And these are the same people that created Usercentrics CookieBot Cookie Consent banner. I'm very grateful that this video today is sponsored by Usercentrics, and I'm very excited to show you how to get a free privacy policy on your WordPress website using this service. Note that the free version includes just one non-editable privacy policy, but you can always upgrade to the pro version for only $3 a month, which includes unlimited privacy policies that automatically update as the privacy laws change. Okay, when you click the link in my description below, you're going to end up on this page, and then you can click this Start Free button. And then if you already have an account with Usercentrics, you can log in here, or you can click Sign Up and then sign up here. After you sign in or create your account, you're probably going to get this cookie consent banner. You can choose whatever you want. I'm going to choose Select All. And this is a free trial, but we still have to set up a billing account. So I'm going to select my country, which for me is the United States. There we go. And then my company name is Ventus Design Studio. And then I'm going to click Start My Subscription Now and click the Continue button. Then we're going to click this button down here that says Generate Privacy Policy. And first thing we have to do is put a policy name. I'm just going to put my business name there. Next, we need to select a language. I speak English, as do the majority of my customers, so we're going to put that as English. Next, for legal framework, GDPR is the base of this privacy policy, so that one is auto-selected. Now, if you are a US-based company and you want the United States privacy laws, you will also want to check this one. And if you also want to have your California customers included in that and CCPA, you will check that one as well. I do not sell or share information that I collect from the website, so I'm going to keep that as no, and then I'm going to click the next button. Next, I'm going to put in my company information, and then it's asking if I have a data protection officer. I do not, so I'm choosing no. So a data protection officer is somebody that your business or organization appoints to make sure that they are handling data properly and following privacy laws. Not every business needs one. It's usually only if you're a public authority, if you process a lot of sensitive data like health or financial information, or you monitor a lot of people on a large scale. So unless you're one of those businesses, you probably don't have one, and you can click no also. And then I'm going to click next. Now we have to fill in information about how our business collects and manages data. So first we're going to put in the products and services my company offers. We do web design, we do search engine optimization, and I'm also doing some social media management now. Next, for data collection, we are going to specify whether our company collects user data, and it does. Your company probably does also. So I am going to select this here. And then you can go through and choose the type of personal data that you collect. So I definitely collect first and last names on my contact forms, emails also on my contact forms. And those are the two things I collect in the contact form, but I also have Google Analytics and Facebook Pixel on my website. So I'm going to choose that I also collect device ID, IP address, browser language, and information. I'm honestly not sure if it collects the operating system, but I think it might. So I'm going to select that also. And then for me, that should be good. Of course, yours might be a little different. Then I'm going to scroll down here and look at purposes for data collection. For me, I'm going to choose this one, content delivery, communication efforts, analytics, definitely, marketing and advertising, definitely if you're using Google Analytics or Facebook Pixel. I do display videos on my website, and I think we might need cookies or something for that. So I'm going to select that too, just to be safe. If you have an online store, you probably want to choose processing transactions as well. I'm going to also include customer support, user engagement and retention, and tag management because I use Google Tag Manager also. Next, let's choose where the data location is stored. You kind of want to think of where your website servers are here, but it's your website servers are probably going to be the same place where your customers are. You probably set that up when you were setting up your web host. So for me, that's going to be United States. Then we're going to scroll down to data protection. It's asking, are you using any data protection measures? Almost everyone can choose yes here because your website should be with SSL. So if your website is with SSL, you can pick encryption. And if you're doing any of this stuff, you can select that also. And when you're done, click close. Next, with data sharing, now we have to answer if we share personal data with third-party service providers. This is also probably a yes, because this is going to be stuff like Google Analytics. That is a third-party service provider that you are sharing tracking data with. After you choose yes there, go ahead and answer if you're using the Usercentrics consent management platform. Choose yes there if you have CookieBot installed. And then we have to choose which third-party technologies you're using. So we're going to click into this. And for my website, I'm going to choose Google Analytics. I'm also using Google Fonts, Google Tag Manager. I'm using reCAPTCHA. Let's see. I also have YouTube videos embedded on my website. And what else? I think, oh, I am also have MailerLite. So I'm going to select all of those and then click close. Next, put in the URL for your cookie policy. Next question is about international data transfers and opt-outs. Now, if you are in Europe, you're going to want to answer if you transfer data outside of the European Economic Area. I am in the United States, so I'm going to keep this as no because it doesn't apply to me. Next, it's asking if your website has any age restrictions. I'm going to choose no for that one. Now it's asking about direct marketing and communications. This is, do you ask your website visitors for consent to direct marketing? I'm going to click no. And then it's asking if you have an opt-out link in your email or text messages. You probably do. Most email marketing companies are going to include an unsubscribe link there. I don't usually do text messages, but text message marketing usually has the stop thing also. So I'm going to choose yes. Next, it's asking if we want to do a response time for data breach notifications. I'm going to click no here. And then it's asking if we want to notify users of privacy policy updates. I'm also going to choose no. And I'm also going to choose no here because I'm not going to be asking for users to opt in before I make changes to the privacy policy. And now that we're all done, I'm going to click this generate privacy policy button on the bottom left. Or bottom right. I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. That was the bottom right. But now the privacy policy is ready. So we're going to click this button to copy everything in here. And now we have to put this in the head section of the website. So however you add scripts to your website, I use Elementor and their custom code. So I'm going to go to that now. This is only available if you have Elementor Pro, by the way. And then I'm clicking the new code button in the top left. And then I'm going to call this Usercentrics privacy policy script. And I'm going to paste it there. And then we want this to be the first script that comes up, so it's before any other third-party scripts. So I'm going to keep that priority as 1. And this script actually includes the div that needs to go on the actual privacy policy page. So we're just going to select that, copy it, delete it from there. And now we can click publish. We want this to be on the entire site, so we're going to leave that, and then we're going to click save and close. And then I'm going to clear the cache of my website just to make sure that we're using all of the newest files. And then I'm going to go into my privacy policy. I already had one made, so you might need to make one yourself. But mine is right here, so I'm just going to click into Edit with Elementor. Now again, I'm using Elementor, so I am just going to go ahead and paste that div into the HTML widget on an Elementor page. If you're not using Elementor, you can do this with the block editor on just a regular WordPress or whatever page builder you're using. You can use their HTML widget. So now that this is done, I'm going to go ahead and click publish in the top right. And then I am going to view the page. And there is the privacy policy, all done. And that's it. Now you know how to create and install a Usercentrics privacy policy on your WordPress website. If I was helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, go ahead and comment below. If you're building your own website, make sure to check out my description for your free 9-step roadmap to DIY your first website, which will walk you through everything you need to do to get your site live from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching.